Alright, no real video today. It's Thursday, March 10th. Tomorrow's my last day. I fly out Saturday. Today was uh, not really an eventful day. Nothing really worth watching, I guess. A recording. Um, Woke up early in the morning, went to Starbucks, did my thing, took off, and went to a Korean cooking class. I have pictures. I posted on Facebook. Really good. Had a really good time. The food came out amazing. I have the recipe with me, so when I get home, I'm gonna try and make it. Probably different since a lot of the ingredients I think available to me will be very different. I'll see what I can do. Maybe head up to one of those like Asian little markets there in San Jose and see what I can find. I don't feel like buying all the ingredients here and bringing it back. Be a pain. A couple funny stories from it though. First off, I was wearing my SF Giants hat, and one of the guys like, "Hey, you from San Francisco or the Bay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, from San Jose actually." And because again, he said kind of the Bay, so figured he knew what he was talking about. He's like, "Oh, really? We are too." Like, great. And then his wife jumps in, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm actually from Morgan Hill." I'm like, "Really? All the way out here in Seoul, Korea? I can't get away from Morgan Hill." Um, and I already said I was from San Jose, so I just stuck with from Santa Teresa area. Like, oh yeah, we grew up there and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, I actually went to Live Oak High School. She's like, great, yeah, actually me too. I'm like, wow. I mean, I don't know how other another way to say it other than just what a small world. I mean, she graduated like 8 years ago, or 8 years before I did, whatever, and '02. But yeah, it was weird. So there was like a group of them. It was just me and them basically. So they had 6 people. My husband and wife had actually just been teaching in China for a year. They just stopped by Korea, and now that they're gonna be on their way back to California tomorrow. I believe tomorrow or next week sometime. Um, but yeah, they were just talking with me about stuff in general about the area, and they're really the only ones there, so I was talking with them. Normally, I don't come out here to talk with people from California about California and whatnot, especially when they're right down the street from where I'm at. Um, but again, they were nice, super nice. I'll have pictures. Again, actually, the cooking places took pictures of us, so they're going to email all the pictures to us, including the ones I took. Yeah, we were busy cooking, so I didn't bother or have time to do the recording. Um, another another part of before we even started the cooking class, we did a market tour. So they took us out down to one of the markets and kind of showed us all the ingredients and everything. Told us a little more history about different things about the food, and then we came up and everything was prepared. As far as the ingredients were laid out in front of us, we didn't need to buy anything; it was all included. And the cooking took um, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe. Not too bad at all. And again, it was freaking delicious. I was very, very happy with the way it came out, so hopefully I can redo it. Another funny story is, again, did give us the recipe book, um, or little pamphlet, and they had the main chef who was teaching us, and then 2 assistants. And as I was walking out, one of the assistants is we all ate there together, but one of the cooks and the assistants went away. Just the people that made the food were eating together at the table. But one of the assistants was at the front desk as I was walking out, and of course, she had me write down my contact information so they can send the emails with the pictures. And as I made a joke like, oh, or she's like, how'd it go, or whatever. I'm like, it's great. Really happy with the way it came out. It was good instructions overall. I was a little worried, but when I get back home, I'm gonna try to make it. She's like, yeah, I saw you take the recipe pamphlet and put it in your back pocket, or something to that effect. And to me, it didn't click right away until I was out the door. I'm like, wait, what is she talking about? Because I did put the little pamphlet in my back left pocket, but she was very observant, so good on her. Thank you for the compliment. I'll take that. Um, And after that, I walked around and just made it a mission to find two things. Two things I've kind of been looking for is, as I mentioned, the tie clip. I went from one part of Seoul to the other. I swear, I was everywhere. I couldn't find these tie clips. I was avoiding the department stores, but I couldn't find the tie clips. And as far as the second thing was the baseball cap, um, I did find it. I posted a picture on Facebook. But again, funny story with that is left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west, whatever. I was searching for a Korean baseball cap, and I was getting frustrated because I couldn't find it anywhere. All the markets, all the stores, nothing. I saw regular MLB hats and American sports hats, but I couldn't find anything with Korean baseball. And I was even going to these Korean sports shops, the baseballs, and whatever. I just couldn't. There was one store I actually found that they had them. It was like a little bit kind of in the back corner. I'm like, hey, I'm looking to buy one. They're like, sorry, these aren't actually for sale. You can only order them online. And I was frustrated. I'm like, what's I thought Koreans loved baseball. That's kind of the stereotype. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and debunk that at this point. Koreans don't love baseball at all. I think there's very few that actually do, and they're crazy about baseball. But I think general population they don't. A little side story actually, because I've been talking to people about baseball, trying to get an idea. Because I wanted to go to games. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to the games because I could have, but it's preseason exhibition, and they're kind of far to the south. So it would have been quite the trek there and back, and just everything would have been a little bit more difficult. Though, I don't know if it would have been worth it or not. I would have loved to see a game. Uh, but people I've been talking to be like, no, we don't even know when baseball season starts, or this and that. The only people that somewhat know what really anything about baseball are the females. When I've been talking to them, they're like, no, you don't know baseball, but they know one player, and it's the funniest thing. It's he's an LA Dodger, the pitcher, Ryu Ryu. I don't remember his full name, but they all adore him, love him. It's just mention his name, like, oh, that Dodger pitcher, Ryu, and like hearts in their eyes, and there's just shine, everything like you'd see in a cartoon or like a K drama. Like they go in this fantasy world every single time, every female that I've ever spoken to about it. It's funny. Again, they don't know baseball. He's just a Korean celebrity, so he goes on talk shows, and I think he's in like maybe a movie or two or something. But yeah, they all love him. He's like super attractive, and I don't know. But I thought it was funny. Anyway, as I'm going through looking for these stores, no luck. Even again, the one store I found, they said it was only available online. So the guy's English was kind of broken, so I didn't know if it was just that store that only sold them online, or if it was just Korean in general. And it just made no sense to me. Because again, I've seen people walking around with American MLB hats all the time, mostly Dodgers. I've seen a couple A's, one San Diego. I didn't even actually see a Giants hat. I just saw someone wearing a Giants jacket. But anyway, um, just walking around and frustrated. I'm trying to Google it, and it's not giving me any help at all. Um, and it's kind of around like 3 or 4 ish, and I'm giving kind of a last ditch event, walking down towards the more trendy area. I don't know where the department malls and all that top of the line stuff's at. And looking through nothing. I'm finding nothing, and it's cold. It's it's probably the same temperature wise it has been, but now the wind just cutting through, and it's super windy, and like nothing's stopping it. So like my face is absolutely like frozen. I was kind of frustrated, so I was at the city hall. I meant to take a picture of the city hall. I didn't. City hall looks really cool. The newer one, they have an old one right next door that they use for a library, but the new city hall, I really like that building. There was some kind of event going outside of it, so I actually went down beneath City Hall. Kind of goes into the subway stations, and it has like a museum there, the bathroom of course, and an underground mall. I wasn't planning on going to an underground mall, but I didn't want to go back up, and the underground mall, it cuts through a good part of this area. It actually goes up almost right where I need to go to come back to the hotel. I didn't know that until I was walking, but as I'm walking through the mall, I'm kind of hoping maybe I'll find a store with it. There's no real sports stores. I see hat stores, but they're like regular hats, fedoras, whatnot, and food. Food smell amazing again. Everything smells amazing here. But I having no luck at all. Of course, it's warmer down there, so I'm kind of defrosting a little bit, so I'm in a little better mood. But as I'm walking up, like going to the right goes towards the way I need to go. Right in front of me is my last hope. It's a sports complex store underground. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. It's right here, might as well, with no hope at all. And I'm walking around the store. They have golf, they have soccer, they have hiking and outdoors, they have basically everything. I found the baseball section, and it's gloves and bats and padding, no hats. And I'm getting ready to actually walk out the store. And as I was heading out, I turned kind of the corner, and on the wall they have a TV, and they have a game on. I'm like, wow. It was Lotte Giants versus, I believe, Samsung Lions. Samsung Lions were kicking butt 10-4. So I was sitting there watching it for a while. It's preseason, so the scores tend to be a little weird, but it was a good game for watching. And I'm watching, and then actually one of the workers there happened to walk by. I'm like, hey, excuse me, do you guys? And I'm wearing my SF Giants hat. I'm like, do you guys happen to have baseball hats? It's like baseball. He turns around, signals me to follow him. He points me in one direction. There's hats I hadn't seen before, but they're like basketball hats, like the Bulls and whatnot. Like, these aren't what I'm looking for. And he's like, oh, you know what? Never mind. Come this way. And he brings me to another section of hats on the other side of the store. And it's got like Nike, Adidas, um, and then there's a row of like different type of hats. And like you see the LA Dodgers, the Oakland A's. Again, had some more basketball hats. I think it had the Warriors. And there's like 3 of these hats left, the Lotte Giants. And it's the only Korean baseball hat they were carrying. I was actually looking for maybe like the Doosan Bears or something. I think it's Doosan Bears. But I'm happy with the Lotte Giants. I picked it up. It was probably way more expensive than I should have paid for it. It's actually a lot more expensive than my SF Giants one that I bought recently. About like $10. But I'm happy I got it. It's a new era hat. Surprise, surprise. They make pretty good hats. They're pretty popular. But I'm happy with it. It looks very similar to my Giants hat. It's the orange black. Has a giant G on it. I feel kind of weird about buying Lotte Giants hat. Just because, again, Lotte is a giant commercial brand. It's not like you have San Francisco Giants, Los Angeles Dodgers, Oakland A's. They belong to the city. These again are Lotte Giants. It's like, I don't know, Walmart having a baseball team, and then, as I mentioned, they were playing the Samsung Lions. Imagine like eBay having a team, like a professional baseball team. So it's weird overall, but also Lotte Giants. I don't know if it's like ironic is the right word, but they are a huge commercial brand. Between them and Samsung, they run the country basically. With how much they own. They do everything. Of course, they have hotels and restaurants, department stores, transportation, baseball. They own everything. They're very well horizontally expanded. Even Samsung does everything here. But so it's a really good name. They're the Giants because they are a giant power here in Korea. Something I was thinking about when I was walking. Um, that's basically what I did today. Just walking around on a mission. Went and had my coffee downstairs. Again, I've probably had almost every drink, if not every drink, on their menu, or at least every coffee. They got plenty of stuff I haven't tried yet, as far as like teas and whatnot. I actually just had. Oh, I'm actually gonna be uploading also. Excuse me, another picture on there. I was eating Chinese food with my friend here. You might think, why would I have Chinese food in Korea? Because just like in America, Chinese food is not Chinese food, it's American Chinese food. Same thing here in Korea, Chinese food is Korean Chinese food, not actually Chinese food. Alright, and actually, just quick side note, after I did that all in one take, so I can't edit it, so I just reviewed it all. It was kind of funny, just the way I ramble overall. But first thing I did want to say is, with the Starbucks thing, working Monday to Friday, I wasn't doing like creepy or anything. I was just trying to keep track of the days in my head, because I forget what days, whether it's weekday or weekend. So I was just talking out loud. And then two, one thing, probably one of my favorite things here in this Korea trip is the clothes I get to wear. Like, I really like this sweater thing. I've never worn it. I've had it for probably like a year or two. I think Grandpa gave it to me. Um, I just never wear it back home. Usually during the weekdays, I'm in my work clothes. Weekends, I don't go out, and it's usually too warm. So I've been wearing a lot of cool clothes that I normally don't get to wear, which is really cool. Um, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. All right, good night, everybody.